All right, this is Miss Myers. I'm going to talk about two-point perspective, which is basically looking at the corner of a building or the corner of a box. Okay? I have my vanishing point here on the left. I've labeled it VPL for left. I have a dot on my horizon line. This is the horizon that goes all the way across here. I have put a dot with a circle so that I can find it. Because I don't want to make a big dot because then that's not accurate. So I have one over here also. This is my vanishing point on the right side. This is the vanishing point on the left side. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to do the best I can with the way I have it set up. This arm is kind of funny. We're going to start with one big box to work off of. And I'm going to make sure that my ruler is either parallel with the edge of my paper like this, or I can use one of the lines on here to line it up with my horizon, which I think might be the easiest. We're going to plop a building right smack dab in the middle of the paper here. So here's that corner of that building. It goes from here to here. It crosses my horizon, and that is a 90-degree angle. Okay, just like math. All right. Now, in order for me to turn that into a wall that goes to here and here, so like the corner of a building, I'm going to connect the end point of my lines to my vanishing point. So I'm going to put my point on the line, and then I'm going to line up with my vanishing point down here. I'm going to check to make sure it's in position here and here, and now I can connect it. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom of the line for the corner of my building. So I'm going to the bottom of my line here at the corner of my building, and I'm going to take it up to this vanishing point up here on the left. There is one wall. If you want, you can now erase the horizon line because now our box is covering that. Okay, and I'm going to get another piece of paper so I don't tear my paper. Another piece of tape down here. Okay. So I can erase some of that. I can erase this too if I want. All right, that's one wall. I probably should leave that there so people know that's 90 degrees. I'm going to connect to the other side of my vanishing point. Same thing, making sure that I land on the point and my vanishing point. I'm going to erase some of this line here. All right, now we're going to decide where this wall ends. Right now it goes to infinity. Okay? And we're not on the Great Wall of China. So we're going to end this wall, and it's going to be parallel to my center line here. So I can line up my ruler at the bottom of my paper here. To make sure that I'm being parallel. And I'm going to move it over just a little bit more so we have a little more room. And here's where my box is going to end. And now I can erase some of this going to the vanishing point because I don't need my box to go forever. All right, so now I have one wall. I'm going to finish this box over here like this. I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to line it up with the edge of my paper so that I know that I'm at a 90-degree angle to the edge and that it is square. And then I can erase some of this. And my horizon. Okay, so now I have a big long side this way and a big long side this way, and my building is 90 degrees to the horizon so that I know that it's standing upright. If I want to make another box that attaches to this box so that I can add on to my giant box, all right, I can put a line that's parallel to any of these lines, this one, or this one, and create one more box that sticks up. I'm going to add one over here to this line, and I guess we'll put it right here. And I can even use the tops of the letters on my ruler to make sure that I'm parallel. And I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to stop above the horizon. Remember, the horizon's right here. For Miss Myers's art project that looks like this is her final project. You have to have at least one box above the horizon so we can see the bottom, and at least one box below the horizon so we can see the top. And then that way you also learn how to draw 3 sides of a box and not just 2 sides of a box. So I'm going to have this one go up just a little further so I don't interfere with this. And the top and bottom of these are going to connect to both of my vanishing points. Same thing. I may not just take it all the way so I don't have as much to erase. And so it goes here. And then this one goes up here. Notice how this is a much sharper angle going to the vanishing point because it's much higher up. And now I'm going to take it the other direction to this vanishing point over here. I'm only going to take it a little ways, and the bottom also the same. And then I can add parallel lines to this one to complete this box. I'll still need to do something down here, but I'm going to finish how wide it is first. So this box is going to come here. I don't think that that's level. Let me fix that. I don't think that that's parallel. We can use our numbers. 6 is here, 5 is here, 7's off. Here we go. There's one line, and then same thing. You can sometimes use your numbers on your ruler instead of the actual lines if needed. And then I can get rid of my extra things. If you need it, you can use a note card as an eraser shield, like this. And then that way you don't erase too much. Now, I probably also need to erase these because now this box is in front. I know that we have, oh, I moved off. I'm so sorry. Trying not to touch that. These boxes are all solid, so they're not glass, so we won't see through them. I need to connect this and this point because right now there's nothing holding everything in that box. So I'm going to connect the vanishing points to the opposite side. We don't have to go far because they're going to finish right here. Okay, so we were finishing this box. I'm going to use a note card. I'm going to show you with the line side so you can see how it works. I'm going to just block off that line right there that I want and erase what I don't want. And then I can do the same thing this direction. And now you have a box over another bigger box, okay? I'm going to do one below the horizon. Remember, this is where the horizon is. It goes all the way across, okay? So if we're going to do a box down here, we can make it a different shape than this one. So we're going to go right here, and it'll go down further. And then I can use my ruler to connect to my vanishing points. And I'm trying not to bump the camera. I know it wobbles. I'm sorry. I'm doing what I can with what I have at school. So I don't want my box to cross this other part. So I'm going to take it to here. And then get the bottom of my box here. And so now, again, we're going to be parallel to the center line that we created for the box. And I can use the edge of my paper to help with that. And that's a good spot. So that part of the box will be there. And we can erase and erase. And then I can end it wherever I like along here. I'm going to have it go past over here. And I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of my paper so that I know that I'm perpendicular at 90 degrees. I'm going to go just a little further to there. Okay, so this box is going to end here. Before I do that, I'm going to erase this box that I'm covering here. And this part. And this part. And now we have to connect the back of this box right here to its vanishing point over here. And then I'm going to connect this corner to the opposite one to help finish the box. So for all of the parts where it's the third side of the box, where after we start with two sides here, you have to go opposite directions in order to finish the box. And this is extra. And I'm just going to reinforce this line so we can see it. It still goes to the vanishing point, none of that changes. And here's my additional box that touches. So this one is above the horizon. This one is below horizon. And this one is at horizon. Because it crosses both the top and bottom of the horizon. And these are above it and below it, which is how we get to see the bottom of the box and see 1, 2, 3 sides instead of just 2 sides. Okay? For this project, when we're drawing, I have rules for my students of how many boxes they have to have, and that is 5 boxes total, 4 touching, 1 above horizon, 1 below horizon, and you can have 1 satellite building. So you could have a whole box that's separate, like a shed or a doghouse or where the maid lives or whatever. It's going to be a space house. Once we've made all 5 of our boxes and everything is correct, then we color using a color scheme. And this is the finished result of one of mine from previous years. So you get to see the bottom of one that's over the horizon and the top of 2 here that are below the horizon. So I have 1 box that goes here all the way to here, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could add more, but 5 is the minimum. And I usually don't go beyond what my requirements are for students, so they don't feel like that they have to also go beyond. And they can go beyond if they want. Hopefully this is helpful for anybody looking to create a 2-point perspective drawing. This is just basic boxes. We're not doing, extra things on here. we're sticking with the basics to get the information that we need. And hope you enjoy that, and hope this helps you with your projects.